goes. Well, while he's doing that, we have a whole bunch of national days today. It's National Linguine Day. If you're into noodles, linguine noodles.
Yeah.
It's National Cheese Toast Day, and this isn't the only cheese thing on the menu.
I thought of, when you said that, my first thought was fettuccine.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, are you on now?
I'm on. I'm good.
Yeah. You changed both batteries already?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So it's National Linguine Day, National Cheese Toast Day, National Pawpaw Day.
Pawpaw. Like Grandpa Pawpaw?
Like the Jungle Book Pawpaw, where he's holding it with his claw. And
Oh, I've never seen the
it's that a thing.
I've never seen or read the Jungle Book.
Oh, man.
I thought a pawpaw is in, like, the nickname for your grandfather.
It's like a...
What, you never heard that before?
Yeah, I have, but that's pretty cool. Welcome to the show, Alicidra.
Yep.
Alicidra? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. A pawpaw is just like a weird prickly fruit that forms on a tree branch.
Huh.
National Green Peace Day.
Okay.
National
Yep.
Creme de Menthe Day.
What is creme de menthe?
Well, I actually almost read it wrong. But I'm going to save that for the actual good news part of the show.
I read it wrong as well.
I thought it was like National Creme de Menthe Day. It's like a green dessert, I think. Yeah.
It looks like Jell-O?
Yeah. It's a...
Peppermint flavored liqueur.
yeah, peppermint flavored liquor used in cocktails and desserts. There you go.
It looks like... It just looks like it looks like Jell-O in a glass.
It kind of does. It kind of does. National Double Cheeseburger Day.
Go. Go. Dinner's already planned. Didn't even know.
I feel like we should definitely use the applause, but that's definitely not set up, and so it'd probably freak everybody out.
Well, it's all there. It's all the audio for it is also turned all the way off.
Yeah. So
Oh,
anyway, National Felt Hat Day. National Neonatal Nurses Day.
Can you imagine, like, pronounce that? It's like, who are you? Oh, I'm a neonatal nurse. Yeah, I messed it up on the first go. I'm a neato. I'm a neonatal.
I'm a neato nurse. Needle with needles. Needle.
Man, neonatal nurse, you did a neato job.
Well, and just in case you want to go, National Neonatal Nurses Day, it's also National Online Learning Day. And National Tackle... It's Tackle Kids Cancer Day. But I read the beginning.
Kids.
I was
tackle
like,
kids.
National Tackle Kids Day.
Yeah, National just Tackle Kids. Take little Billy out at the park.
You go running down at the park, you clothesline like 3 kids. And they're like, what is National Tackle Kids Day? No, it's National Tackle Kids Cancer Day. Now, why on earth would I tackle a kid with cancer? I mean, that's not right.
I can't make that joke.
Anyway, those are the national days.
Fantastic.
We are definitely celebrating the National Cheeseburger Day today, so that's going to be helpful.
National Tackle Kids.
Yeah. 4 weeks ago. So, yeah, it was 4 weeks ago we did.
Yeah, just about a month.
Been quite a few days since we've had a show. So a lot has happened, I guess, since then. We had...
the town fair happened.
That was the most recent one, and I did like 14 shows at the at our local fair.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that. I'm upset.
Which is like the second largest fair in our state.
Yes.
Yeah. They had Trace Atkins there, so we got to see him do the Badonkadonk song. And then we had the week before was like set up in our tech week or whatever there.
Yeah.
And I think the week before that I had COVID.
Yep, you got sick.
Which was awful. Don't do that. If you can avoid COVID.
If you can avoid COVID.
It literally felt like I had been in a car accident and someone had actually run over my skull and fractured it. I've never had a headache that hurt so bad in my life.
Funnily enough, is that
Nope, it wasn't funny.
You would describe it as having as like you were in a car accident. This same week you got sick, my boss got into a car accident.
Oh.
And bruised up all of his muscles right here and couldn't breathe properly and everything.
I've been in car accidents, and yeah, that's a tough one. But
yeah, they're not fun.
I think I would rather a car accident than the COVID that I had. It wasn't pleasant. But yeah, I've had, okay, so obviously I'm a guy, so we tend to do things where if it's not safe, it makes it more fun.
Yeah, the less safe it is, the increased likelihood we're going to attempt it.
So I've done a lot of crazy stuff, and I hurt myself really badly one year, and I was getting these migraines like almost every single day from what they said was like a cluster migraine or something like that.
Okay.
And it hurt so bad, like you'd have to take a bunch of Advil, go to like a dark, quiet place with no light and everything, and just like stay there until it like passes, and it hurt really bad. And people who had like migraines, that's like debilitating migraines, I used to make fun of them, like, how do you get so bad of a headache that you can't function? It hurt. I thought you had like a comment.
I do. You were talking about going in a dark corner, dark room, and I just imagine opening up the door, the only light shining on you in a corner is going, "It hurts,
yeah,
my precious."
This was worse, and this was much worse than that. But it only lasted for a day, so I was kind of glad about that. And then the rest of the time, I was just kind of bored out of my mind and tired. But you know,
that's fair. It happens.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's been the last couple of weeks. Give a shout out to Alien Gathering. Thanks for joining us. And how about you?
Well, I wanted to see your show, and I had fully planned on seeing your show because I had one day that I had the option to see your show, which was Thursday.
I shouted at you twice.
Yep.
With your
Yes,
crazy shirt that you were wearing, with your gone fishing hat you were wearing.
My Pokemon hat. Yep. That was fun. I heard you, but I was having issues pinpointing where people were because I spent the majority of the time incredibly dizzy.
I ran in a circle around you and it just kept shouting your name at different times. You're like,
dude, someone actually did that to me. My friends that I were with were on different sides of me and were saying my name at different intervals, but I couldn't find them in the crowd of people.
yeah.
So I was losing my mind.
Well, you walked right past the tent.
Yes.
At one point, and I had a bunch of people shouting at you, but you didn't respond. And the last time I saw you was you were getting on the Ferris wheel.
Yes. So the Ferris.
And we were waiting for the speed, so we didn't. I mean, I wasn't gonna leave line. I'd already been there for like 45 minutes waiting.
Yeah.
Did you ride that one?
I did. It was the first thing I did. We got on. Actually, we got on right away. There was no line, or if there was, we jumped it all.
Yeah.
But you had a show at 10, and I had already missed the show that was at 8.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, we're gonna go see the show at 10, and all the guys were in agreement. We're gonna go see the show, and then, lo and behold, 9:30. Hey guys, let's ride the Gravitron. Hey guys, let's ride the Gravitron again. So 3 rounds around on the Gravitron. I'm just lying on the ground. I cannot go see your show. I'm gonna vomit.
We rode the Gravitron, or it's called something different now, but it's
Starship 5000 or something.
Yeah. And I tried to roll around so I was upside down, and the guy in the center was like, and so I had to like turn back and like ride it like a regular person.
There's a video. I have to find it and send it to you. There was a spot of about 4 empty carts inside. Some dude propped himself up so he was standing and then proceeded to walk back and forth across the carts. And proceeded to get thrown out.
So I've done the Spider-Man on there. Have you done that?
Yes.
Where you like get up on you kind of like scrunch up backwards.
Yeah.
Squat down with your legs, put one hand down and one hand up in the Superman pose if you can hold it there.
Yep.
That's fun, but this guy wasn't gonna let me do that either.
Yeah, no, it was a lot more strict this year, and like the Himalaya is not allowed to go backwards anymore.
Why? I did ride that twice, and now I realized that it didn't go backwards.
Yep. So the Himalaya can't go backwards because there was some problem. I don't know if it was a lawsuit or something, but stupid kids, it would go back as, you know how it lurches forward, it lurches back when it goes back. Stupid kids would be leaning forward and it would go and smack their mouths on the bar.
That's dumb.
And that's the reason why I can't go backwards anymore.
I like riding by myself and then holding on with one hand to the side, where because it pulls you this way,
Yeah.
and then have one hand in the air, and just hold on with one hand to see if you can do it. It's not easy.
It's not easy. No,
It's not
sucks.
easy.
And
I did it, but it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Once you
It's
go
not
up
a
and down,
simple
like
thing.
it's like you're punishing yourself as you're like cracking the bottom of the thing with your tailbone
Yep.
multiple times too. So the good news is the good news. Yeah, hey Sumsav, give a shout out to Sumsav.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I guess you want to move on to the good news thing.
Yeah, let's hop right on into it. What do we got?
A couple of things I have on here is actually older.
Well,
I guess
it
now
has been a month.
I know that of all the articles that we have today, only one of them, I think, I found myself. Everything else was sent in by other people. Yeah. And so I want to go over, even though some of them are older, and I appreciate all you guys that send stuff in. Please send stuff in. If you have,
I love
if you're watching this, this is our Discord. Join the Discord. Send us stuff. If you see something that's good news or you like to see it on the program, please put it up there. As long as it's family friendly, we will endeavor to do that.
Oh, right.
And some Sav loves shout outs. So, come and give shout outs digitally too. Yeah.
So a funny thing that's happened in the time between this show and the last. So you were mentioning Discord. I type Discord as a different pronunciation, so I type it differently. And I have typed it that different way enough that my phone now autocorrects Discord to that different pronunciation. And I can't say it on the air.
Well then, don't do that.
No. It's
You tell me later.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you later. But it's just something that's interesting to me because I didn't think, because it's an officially registered word with the Apple library. So I didn't think that your phone would say, hey, this is an official word. Yeah, that's cool. We're going to autocorrect it to this one that doesn't exist.
I find like the autocorrects me a lot for bad things.
It does.
But then there's other times when it's smart. Like it's getting.
Yeah.
I saw this meme the other day that was like, the one person's talking to like their Amazon device, and they're like, "Hey, Amazon, please such and such," and the other one's like, "Why are you being so nice to it?" And then like behind the scenes, you see the AI later on in the future, and they're like, "This one was nice. We're gonna let him live."
Yeah.
And the other guy's getting like pulled apart.
Yep.
And I think of all the times that I actually yell at my AI devices that maybe I should be a little bit nicer.
See, I think I get to be in a neutral zone because I don't talk to well, mine's not set up at all, and I barely talk to any of the other ones around the house.
Okay, so I had this dream the other night that I had like an why am I having a hard time struggling with words today? It was like an elder weapon, okay? It was a dagger that I had.
An elder weapon.
Yeah. It was sentient, and I named it Alexa. And I didn't name it. It's just in the dream. I was talking to it. I was like, "Hey Alexa, can you remember to do you know which way to get to the town where I can
Just talking to you like Alexa, can you
it had like
remember
this
to buy groceries?
green emerald that was like pulsing, giving me an answer. And when I woke up, I was like, "Huh, I wonder where that came from." I think I had too much technology on my. Well, a little bit of that and a little bit of the new. Oh, you know what's funny is Amazon has that new show out too, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So a dagger, and I mean,
Yep.
and I did watch the first episode, so I probably I had that on my mind.
I
until
haven't
fell asleep.
I haven't watched any of it at all. But the only reason I haven't is because I've never seen any of the movies.
Yeah.
None of the Lord of the Rings, none of the Hobbit. I read the Hobbit.
The Lord of the Rings was the first one, and then the movies that came after that I think was a prequel to it.
Yeah, I think so.
And then this is
I think this is a prequel.
way before
Yeah,
that.
this is a prequel to that.
Yeah.
So we're going
Backwards.
in reverse order as time goes forward.
Yeah.
We're going backwards
Yeah.
as we go forward.
I feel like Amazon should redo. No, never mind. Anyway, let's get into this good news since I have a bunch of stuff that everybody sent in. The first one, let me do this because think I messed that up. Do you know this guy, Elon Musk?
Heard about him here.
Heard
Right?
about him.
You know, he's a relatively okay person.
Yeah, I think he's not really well known, but I think more people are going to hear about him in the future. This is Elon Musk and his mom, May, and she says she sleeps in a garage when she visits him because you can't have a fancy house near a rocket site.
I mean,
Elon Musk's mother, May Musk. And I'm saying May, M-A-Y-E. I think that's how you pronounce it.
May Musk.
Yeah, has some unusual sleeping arrangements when she visits her son. The 70-year-old supermodel told the Times UK she doesn't sleep in a proper bedroom when she visits the SpaceX CEO in Boca Chica.
Boca Chica?
The location, the company's Texas headquarters and Starbase launch site. I have to sleep in the garage. She told the outlet, you can't have a fancy house near a rocket site. Elon said he doesn't have a main residence, though he lives in a very small house in Boca Chica worth about $45,000. I've actually seen it. He bought a bunch of stuff from, maybe I should keep reading because I looked it up.
Yeah, we'll talk about this at the end.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my friends come and stay, and they can't believe that I'm staying in this house, he said on the Full Send podcast earlier last month.
Yeah.
He said the home, which measures 800 to 900 square feet, is technically a 3-bedroom, but it used to be a 2-bedroom before he converted its garage. The billionaire also owns a 50,375 square foot prefab tiny home that he used for guests. Elon said he said in 2020 that he was selling almost all physical possessions and will own no house. When asked in the Times UK interview if Elon was interested in material possessions, May said, no, not at all in that sense. So
It makes sense.
there is a company called whoa,
Yeah?
man, they can come in and set up a house for you. They're like about $50,000, little tiny homes, and set it up in like a couple of hours. They come to your house, boom, set it up, hook it up to water, electricity, sewer, all that, boom, and you're done. I can't think of the name of it.
So while you're looking that up,
Boxable.
Boxable?
Yeah, Boxabl, Boxable. That's what Elon just bought, a couple of them. So there you go, boom, and it's actually pretty cool. So you look it up online if you want to. I think they're like a huge back order right now.
We've got, so it's funny because, there's the thing with Elon Musk here, where he has no interest in material possessions.
Yeah.
But, so along the same line is the, have you ever seen the YouTuber Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
So Mr. Beast, it was a good while ago, but I remember he made an announcement that he plans to, when he dies, have $0 remaining in his bank account.
Yeah.
And have given everything away.
Yeah, and a lot of big billionaires joined. It was Bill Gates' foundation to and make that pledge to give away their fortune. So, I mean, it wouldn't take me very long to get rid of mine.
I can get rid of mine in the span of the past 3 seconds. I can go to my wallet, pull out the 17 cents I have to my name, and just give it to someone.
I'm pretty sure I could lose it all at Wendy's. And it wouldn't be giving it away, it would be buying a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say Happy Meal for Wendy's, but whatever. Anyway, my next article, this is actually super cool. A 20-year-old bald eagle named Clark. There he is. He looks huge there, but if you see, he's on an arm. At first, when I saw this, I was like, wait, this is fake. That thing looks like it's
bald eagle waltzing
it's not a bald eagle, it's like a dire eagle. Which is another thing I saw about dire wolves. Some guys like trying to breed them. But anyway.
You trying to make those a thing?
Yeah. So, this bald eagle named Clark, on Monday, bald eagle named Clark, this was a few weeks back. So, I don't remember exactly when I got this article, but he was seen traveling after making a special appearance at High Point University's Convocation Sunday in North Carolina. Twitter user at Elijah Whosoever shared a video of Clark making his way through the TSA checkpoint at Charlotte Douglas International Airport, which has now garnered more than 120,000 views. I'm sure it's a lot more since it's been like almost a month ago.
Probably.
Clark was bred at the World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri 20 years ago in the Conservation Department, according to the organization's website. He was initially supposed to be released into the wild, as the species was endangered at the time. The website states, and due to Clark's feet deformities, he wasn't able to join his siblings in the wild. Clark's feet would not be properly protected from the cold during the winter, and he would suffer from things like frostbite and loss of toes.
I need my toes.
Yeah, the organization states. I think everybody does. High Point University tweeted its support of Clark after some users questioned why he was allowed to enter the TSA checkpoint. He flew over the heads of our largest freshman class this past Sunday at convocation, our official welcome ceremony for the newest HPU class, symbolizing the beginning of their HPU experience. A cheeky tweet by the university read, "Since he lives in captivity, Clark is one of the sanctuary's flying ambassadors, trained for special appearances and events according to the World Bird Sanctuary."
All right.
Clark's impressive resume listed on the World Bird Sanctuary website includes flying overhead at the St. Louis Cardinals baseball game, during the national anthem, and making appearances at Chicago Bears football games. For anywhere from $29 to $129, Clark can be rented for any and all types of events, according to their website.
Just a run a bird.
I would like to rent a bald eagle, and I would like to stand out there and pose. You know what? Maybe we can rent Clark for our new intro.
Maybe. Wouldn't need. In order to make a decent intro, we'd probably need like 30 seconds of footage.
Oh yeah. And then just keep them for the day and like feed them stuff.
Mice catch.
What happens if we just take Clark?
I think we have. I think we have a problem on our hands.
I feel like he could just stay on the back of my chair and just hover over us, and we just slip him treats through the. Yeah. Anyway, the TSA regional spokesperson Mark Howell shared photos of Clark on the official TSA Southwest Region Twitter page Wednesday. TSA officers are used to seeing an eagle on their uniform as they look over their shoulder, but I'm sure the team at CTL Airport checkpoint did a double take when they saw a real one earlier this week. Howell wrote. Southwest Airlines spokesperson Tiffany Valdez told the Washington Post the company works with animal organizations on a case-by-case basis to make special exceptions and to allow certain animals to fly and travel. TSA and Southwest Airlines did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comment. But it's pretty cool.
Just imagine just walking through. You turn around. All right, you come to the elevator, and it's just an eagle just waddles into the conveyor.
Yeah. I would be like, they're like, "Sir, put the bird down." And you're like, and you're whispering things like, "Clark, attack."
Yeah, you're like
Clark. Nice. On the count of 3, claw his eyes out. I feel like I would like to. I had someone tell me this one time. They were like, "Hey, I would like to go out wearing a bunch of like witchy stuff, right? Somebody comes up and insults you, and you just walk up, and you just pull a single hair out of there, and you're holding it, and you're like, yeah,
you're mine now.
I'm not going to say anything. I don't need to. And just slowly walk away, just holding a piece of their hair, like, and they're like, wait, what are they going to do?
And I feel like you also at the same point have to get close up to someone to be able to grab their hair and yank it out.
Well, I mean, you just need a single solitary strand. Oh, I got your hair now. Thank you. Anyway, speaking of wonderful hair, this lady in this next picture has really good hair.
Yeah?
Even though she's tired looking, this tired mom creates a hilarious first day of school sign for herself.
Nice.
One of Mom's honest attempts at a first day of school sign is disrupting that perfect parent stereotype. Mom's first day of school reads a handmade sign by Jenny Buchholz of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Second Carolina. Thing this reads a handmade sign by Jenny Wax. Okay, I'm 42 years old. I'm 42 years tired. The sign states, "I'll probably miss a school theme day. I really like sleep. Please don't ask me to volunteer, but I will buy your supplies."
Very nice.
Yeah. Bacult, who owns the communications and marketing company Haven Creative Agency, posted the Instagram photo of herself holding the sign with the caption, "Happy back to school season to all the parents. May we not forget a themed day or accidentally send our kids to the bus stop on the teacher work days or forget to pick them up on the randomly scheduled half days. May we have practice and give each other grace for doing our best." Or, I'm sorry, patience. Sorry, may we have patience and give each other grace for doing our best. On Monday, Bacult posed for the image as she bid farewell to her sons, ages 8 and 12, on their first day of school. "I make signs for my kids each year, but lately I thought about how I always feel left behind. And though I'm failing in some way," Bacult told Today parents, "like so many busy mothers, Bacult has overlooked a fair share of school events or school holidays. My kids will come home and say, 'It was Dr. Seuss Day,' and that sinking feeling hits," she says, "or I've accidentally sent my kids to the bus stop on Teacher Institute Day." She hopes that her sign gives parents a mental break and builds what she calls an empathy bridge. Parents put so much pressure on themselves to live up to a certain standard on social media. She says no one has a perfect life, and we don't have to judge each other. According to Bacult, moms who saw her sign said that lit up my day, and I was stressed out, but that made me laugh. "We're all feeling this way," she said, "so why not lighten the mood a bit?" Ironically, or funnily enough, Bacult already messed up on the first day of school. "My youngest son's back-to-school sign had a section called 'When I Grow Up, I Want to Be,' and he told me an FBI agent," she said. "Then he decided to be a YouTube influencer, and I wouldn't fix it. He's mad at me for not changing it," she joked. So,
It's like FBI agent, nah, YouTube influencer.
yeah. Did you ever pose for like pictures with the signs, first day of school pictures?
God, I hope not. I can't remember if I did, but God, I hope not.
Well, hopefully you have a family member that's watching that could send pictures and we can put it in on the next
I'll
the
find
next
you.
installment.
I'll figure out who you are.
Welcome back to the show, Lurks.
Lurks, big man.
Thank you back. Thanks for coming back to the show. My next article is actually pretty cool. If you look closely, that is in fact gold.
I say that's gold coins.
Coins worth about $290,000 found under kitchen floorboards.
Coins worth the price of a small 2-bedroom home.
Yes.
Found under-
Yeah. For all you UK people out there, this house refurbishment in northern England has uncovered a trove of gold coins, which could be worth up to about 250,000 pounds, which is about 290,000 of our dollars. At auction next month, the discovery is one of the biggest hoards of the 18th century English gold coins ever uncovered in Britain, according to auction house Spink & Son, in a press release sent to CNN on Thursday. While renovating their kitchen in July 2019, residents unearthed a salt-glazed earthenware cup burrowed underneath the concrete and floorboards of their home in Ellerby, North Yorkshire. A cup described as being no longer than a soft drink can contained more than 260 gold coins dated from 1610 to 1727.
That's 100 years of coin.
Yeah. A lot more than 100.
That's 117. That's but like one person can't do that. That's gotta be the work of multiple
1800,
people.
1900, 2000.
Oh, I'm just talking about in the date they would have collected the coins.
Almost 400 years old. Yeah.
But yeah, no, like from 16, if the coins range from 1610 to 1727, like one person doesn't live long enough to do that. That would have to have been multiple people that collected the coins.
Yeah. Well, the stash of coins has an actual estimated value of about 100,000 pounds in today's spending power. Auctioneer said Gregory Edmond, an auctioneer with Spink & Sons, said the remarkable trove is unlikely any find in British archaeology or any coin auction in living memory. It is a wonderful and truly unexpected discovery from so unassuming a fine location, Edmond said in a press release. The find of over 260 coins is also one of the largest on archaeological record from Britain, and certainly for the 18th century period, he added.
I feel like it's great because it's like yeah, this is one of the greatest archaeological finds in history, and it was found by Bob and Dale who wanted to redo their kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, it's pretty cool. All cleaned up looking
Yeah.
there.
I like the cup.
Yeah, the coins almost certainly belong to Fernley Meisters, Joseph and Sarah, who married in 1694, reads the press release. According to Spink and Son, the Meisters were an influential mercantile family from the 16th century to the 18th century. They traded iron ore, timber, and coal from the Baltic states, and several generations took up posts as lawmakers in the early 1700s. Their family line dwindled soon after the couple died, which is presumably why the coins were never retrieved, the auction house added. Meanwhile, Edmund and the finding reflects the 50 pounds and 100-pound coins that were used at the time. Joseph and Sarah clearly distrusted the newly formed Bank of England, the banknote, and even the gold coinage of their day because they chose to hold on to so many coins dating to the English Civil War and beforehand, he added. Why they never recovered the coins when they were really easy to find just beneath the original 18th century floorboards is an even bigger mystery, but is one heck of a pig bank. Yeah?
Ain't that something?
Well, I would just like to say that I actually carved up my kitchen and I didn't find anything.
It happens.
Yeah. But I want to find like a stash of gold coins so bad. I would like to find just a giant treasure trove of gold coins. I would learn to maniacally laugh,
I can already do that.
and it would be a great thing for me.
I have learned that apparently my default laugh is the laugh of a supervillain.
Default laugh.
Yep.
You're so funny. When
Something like that.
Something
Pretty
happens.
close.
You say, okay. I see this now. Someone's like, hey, you know, whatever person, something, you know, they throw some kind of insult at you. You walk up, you pull off your outer shirt. It says, you know, I love Wiccan, or I'm a Wiccan. You pluck a hair off, and then
Yeah, walk away just going.
I love it. Okay. Speaking of money,
'Cause we do love money.
yeah, my next article is about money. This 29-year-old's dorm room makeover went viral on TikTok, and now she's a full-time interior designer. Aletha Johnson had no idea that her passion for interior design would end up being her career after sharing just one TikTok. In August, the 29-year-old posted a before and after transformation of her sister Athena's dorm room at Morgan State. The video went viral on the app and racked up over 11 million views. Johnson told CNBC Make It that since going viral on TikTok, she was able to quit her job as a nurse and become an interior designer full-time. She already has several new clients and rooms she's designing. I think that everything happens at the right time, Johnson said. I'm excited to follow a passion of mine and I've had since I was a young girl, and get paid to do what I love. I would love to get paid to do what I love. The viral dorm room makeover cost less than $300. Johnson said redesigning her sister's freshman dorm room was always a given. She had completed a successful makeover of her sister's bedroom at home just the year before. She already knew that I was fully capable of giving her something she loved without her being involved. She gave me free rein, Johnson said. Johnson didn't start with much inspiration or direction for the design, but Athena told her the one thing she didn't want was a colorful room. Johnson decided to stick with a neutral color scheme. For furniture and decor, Johnson says she turned to Amazon, Dollar Tree, and Home Depot. It took Johnson, her mother, and sister about 2 hours to apply removable wallpaper, install a shelf organizer, and create a custom picture frame. The transformation came in at a little under $300. I was actually pretty unhappy with the final result at first, Johnson said. I changed my mind after seeing how much my sister loved the room. Johnson added that her sister loved the DIY frames and and plans on repurposing them during all 4 years at Morgan State. When I FaceTime, she looks very comfortable in her room. It doesn't look or feel like she's somewhere else. It looks like a space she belongs in, and that was my goal, she said. Since redesigning her sister's half of the room, Johnson revealed that she did the roommate side too. The total transformation, transforming the entire room cost about $550.
You know what I used to think of?
Yeah,
It makes me think of a tiny hotel.
it kind of does.
And I feel
that's
like I'm in a hotel room.
basically what a dorm room is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only guidance she received from the roommate was to stay away from the color pink. The inspiration for doing the roommate side was to spread kindness and the luxurious look, Johnson said. I knew I was going to pay off the side that was already done while giving her a unique feel. Okay, yeah. Play off the side that was already gone. Okay, the other side.
Yeah.
Johnson, her mom, and her sister spent about 4 hours on the second makeover. Everyone deserves something special now and again, she said. The roommate loved it and insisted on paying, but I wouldn't let her. She thanked me and said her mom couldn't wait to see it. Yep. So, I'm not into makeovers and stuff like that, but, you know, hey, if you can make good money doing it, enough to, like, quit your job, just redesign rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, we designed our studio here, which was super complicated. But the setup wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, setup was definitely a lot easier than design.
The design was complicated. The setup was pretty easy. So it cost us a lot more than $550.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But speaking of money, again, my next article, you should check your wallets. Wait. Yeah, you got your 17 cents in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, nearly half of Americans have $21 billion in unused gift cards, a recent survey finds.
No, I use all of mine.
When I first read the article, I grabbed I didn't finish reading it. I just
You
grabbed my
grabbed
wallet.
my
I
wallet,
was
you're
like,
where?
that nearly half of Americans have $21 billion in their wallet?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Lying to me?
Right, I only want one.
Yeah, news to me.
I mean, it would be
one.
really, really hard for me, but I could probably make it on 1 billion.
I think
I'd have to adjust my lifestyle.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but I think I could do.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Okay. So, do you have gift cards?
No.
You spend them right away, or you don't get gift cards?
No. I keep them until I find something I want, and then I use the gift card.
Which is usually like under 2 hours, right?
Pretty much. Well, because
that's how I am.
Yeah, normally I already have what I want in mind, and now I have the ability to obtain it.
I usually get a Starbucks gift card, and that thing goes on my boom.
Yep, it just goes right on the card.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's and then when I get there, I'm like,
just tossing out money for all these poor Starbucks employees.
Okay. If you haven't used that credit to go shopping or get a meal, you aren't alone. A new survey from creditcards.com found that nearly half, about 47% of Americans,
that's a lot of people,
have one unused gift card, voucher, or store credit totaling $21 billion nationwide. The findings were determined after creditcards.com commissioned YouGov PLC to survey 2,372 adults online in July about gift card use. On average, a person has $175 in unspent gift cards, vouchers, and store credit, a $61 jump from 2021. They're not going to get more valuable over time, Ted Rossman, senior industry analyst at creditcards.com, said in a statement. In fact, it's the exact opposite. As inflation eats away at the value and the longer you hold on to these unused gift cards, the more likely you are to lose them, forget about them, or have the store go out of business. Younger people are not using gift cards. The survey result also showed that younger people are letting the credit go to waste. More than 52% of millennials and 51% of Gen Z have at least one unused gift card around. On average, millennials have $226 in credit, and Gen Zers have about $149. Only 43% of Gen Xers have one, and 42% of baby boomers have one. The findings show Gen Xers have about $180 in unused gift cards, and boomers have about $133. Income factors like, creditcard.com noted that the more money a person makes, the more they have in unspent gift cards. Results show that 41% of Americans with annual household incomes of less than $50,000 have gift cards to use, averaging about $128. Meanwhile, 50% of people with incomes of 80,000 to 100,000 have unused gift cards with an average of about $227. For those making at least six figures, 56% of those have unused gift cards on average about $265. Rossman says that people should clean out their wallets, junk drawers, glove compartments, or anywhere a gift card could be. If you don't want to or can't use the gift card yourself, experts say gift cards can be regifted if they are still valid. Only they can be resold, or they can be resold for cash on various websites to ensure the money is not lost. With inflation at a 40-year high, everyone is looking for ways to save money. Rossman said putting your unused gift cards to work is an easy way to unlock some hidden value.
Very nice.
Yeah. Do you know who's not saving money? Dubai.
Yeah, what is the richest place on earth doing now?
Well, that moon is not in the sky.
All right, Destiny 2, calm down.
There you go. A $5 billion moon is landing in Dubai.
Okay, so the official world premiere Destiny 3 is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's being hosted in Dubai.
It should be. It should be. Look at that thing. It's huge.
Look, it's around a giant. It's around like what could be the tower.
Look at it
and
compared to that
everything.
that airplane flying over it, right?
It's the tower. The traveler hanging over the tower, and then the rest of the city beyond it.
It is. It is. And check that stream a little bit later tonight. Anyway, Dubai may be launching a $5 billion moon-shaped destination resort designed by Canadian architectural company Moon World Resorts Incorporated. The 735-foot high resort has been designed to be built within 48 months and is expected to bring in 2.5 million guests annually. The moon is set to increase the economy in the Emirate, through various sections, including a wellness center, nightclub, space tourism, hospitality, technology, and more, while also being surrounded by what is set to be a lunar surface. The 10-acre surface includes an authentic lunar colony and is aimed at those who are looking for an affordable access to explore space tourism. Along its attractions, the moon will stand as a hub for space agencies and their astronauts. The destination will also include 300 private residential units, sky villas, available for purchase. The owners will also become members of an exclusive private club at the resort.
And it only costs you $4 million per household.
Yeah, not that much. So
if you find $1 billion in your wallet,
yeah, or 21 billion, or a treasure trove of gold coins underneath your kitchen,
you're all good.
You're good to go. So this one I think was sent in because we had this. Okay, so several weeks ago we did several turtle articles.
Yeah, like the racist turtle.
And then we didn't finish. I skipped one of the turtle ones.
Yeah, it is correct.
And got hate mail for that.
You
so
did
thank
indeed,
you for all those people.
Which was funny.
So then someone sent me this article here. We're going to put it up. It's actually kind of neat. These mystery eggs were found in a loggerhead turtle nest in North Carolina. Oddly enough.
What's up with North Carolina?
I know North Carolina is just like nailing the news feeds.
Going for it.
Just going for it. I feel like there's someone who watches that's from North Carolina.
North Carolina kind of just full sent it. I'm not gonna lie.
Just sending stuff over. September 7th, researchers in North Carolina said they are trying to determine the purpose of these mystery eggs found in several loggerhead turtle nests. The Cape Hatteras National Seashore Park Service said in an Instagram post that researchers found numerous so-called spacer eggs among the normal eggs in several loggerhead turtle nests along the North Carolina coast. The spacer eggs are smaller than the turtles' normal eggs and bear an unusual shape. The eggs lack a yolk and do not hatch into baby turtles, researchers said. Spacer eggs are common in leatherback turtle nests, but it is not common to find them in loggerhead nests, park officials wrote. Even though the name spacer egg hints to a space-filling function, the purpose of these eggs are still a mystery. Park officials wrote, they might prevent sand from falling into the nest cavity. They may satisfy a predator that would otherwise eat viable eggs, or they may simply be a mistake in the egg-making process. they're just not quite sure.
They're just eggs.
It's like, yep, I don't have an example.
No, nothing.
I feel like if we as human beings had children and then had spacer children, okay?
Just mannequins.
You have like a kid, right?
Okay.
And it's dad's day out with the kids, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, hey, can we swing on this vine and go swinging out there? Like, let the spacer kid go first.
Let the decoy do it.
And if the vine breaks, it's like, no, let's do something else.
We're doing something else
Right.
today, kids. All right.
Right. Hey, Dad, do you think it'd be a good idea if we just set fire to the driveway and jumped it with a four-wheeler?
Yeah, let the spacer kid try
Let the
it.
spacer kid try it.
It's like
I feel like we took a dark turn
it's
here.
like
But I feel like I need a spacer kid now.
it's like working on Mythbusters.
I feel like-
try it out. Go
I
ahead.
feel cheated like I should have been born with a spacer twin,
Isn't that just called having siblings? You just find the one sibling who you can coax into anything.
The young one. Sacrifice the youngest.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
Wow, now that we've taken a really interesting turn.
speaking of sacrificing the youngest, if you see some crazy stuff going on in the sky, send your spacer double to check it out. Because there was a giant fireball in the night sky, and scientists think it was space junk.
They're just like, all right, Kevin, you're getting in the rocket ship.
Let's go.
Check it out.
Hundreds of people reported seeing the shooting star across the UK skies around 2200 on Wednesday evening. Now, this was probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago.
Okay.
I think 2 weeks ago. Scientists are using video footage captured by the public to work out whether the object was a meteor or space junk and where it came from. It would have landed in the sea south of Hebrides if it reached Earth. Space rock that enter Earth's atmosphere is called a meteor, but fragments that survive the journey to reach the ground are called meteorites. Man-made objects left orbiting Earth, such as satellite parts, are described as space junk. These are tens of thousands of pieces of space junk bigger than 10 centimeters in orbit around the Earth, and they can burn up like meteors as they enter the atmosphere. The UK Meteor Network said it was investigating to ascertain what the object was, meteor or space debris, but could not identify the cause of the slow-moving meteor, which was seen burning through the atmosphere for about 20 seconds. Kevin Morgan from UK Meteor Network told BBC Radio Good Morning Scotland, said the speed it was traveling could have indicated that it was space junk. It is no less exciting and really encouraging that so many people have reported and shared images that they have. After questioning whether it could have been part of Elon Musk's SpaceX program, the network of the citizen scientists tweeted, "We have checked the Starlink deorbit and it would not have come anywhere near the UK. At this point, we cannot find any known space junk or satellite deorbit that could account for this fireball. We are looking at the data again. The International Meteor Organization has almost 800 witness reports from across the UK and Ireland. The majority were from central Scotland, but there were also sightings from the Black Isle and Kitteber in the east, near Montrose, as far south as London." So, I think this is a really, really long article.
So,
Yeah.
what I think is
It
funny
just keeps
here.
going and going and going.
That's a long article. What I think is funny here is that thing falls from the sky. People are questioning whether or not it's space junk, and the first thing they do is they're like, "Hey, Elon,
Yeah.
listen, bud.
Did you drop
You
something?
gotta let us know if that was you, man."
I think he's got like quite a few satellites up there.
He does, but he also has an extensive network to account for every single one.
Yeah. That's kind of nice. No, my stuff doesn't break.
Dude, if he issued that report, he's like, "Yeah, no, my stuff works."
Yeah, my stuff works. Okay. My next article, there is an interactive map that will allow you to plan a precise fall foliage.
Foliage. Foliage.
You can check out all the colors on a road trip. Yeah, if you're into that.
I
sort
say,
of
I was
thing.
looking at him like, Why is there a pagoda? What's going on here? I was very interested in figuring out what's going on.
Yeah, a Smoky Mountains tourist website has created an interactive map that allows you to see how the leaves change color across the United States.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. When the map is updated by first-hand accounts of leaf color, the team behind it actually built an algorithm to take into account historical temperatures, precipitation levels, and weather predictions. An autumn road trip to see the leaves turn red, orange, and yellow, whether you live in Virginia, Wisconsin, Vermont, or anywhere, is not always easy to get it right. Fortunately, the science of the leaving of the leaves can be pretty accurate, since chemical changes can result in autumn preparation can be measured reliably, unlike the weatherman and the rain.
Well,
yeah. The Smoky Mountains 2022 foliage map, foliage map. My
you'll
goodness,
get there. You'll get there.
It's simple. Just move the slider down the days and the month and watch the United States turn yellow and red. The Smithsonian reports that this year's forecast is a good one for Colorado's gee yellow aspen trees, which turn the most yellow and last the longest with warmer temperatures and less rainfall. October 3rd would probably be the best of all worlds for a trip to Washington State, with much of the state's colors nearly peaking, but not so much so as to run into crowds or other leaf lookers. While the onset of pumpkin spice lattes and other treats in the grocery store might lead a family zooming up the Blue Ridge Parkway as soon as the nights turn crisp, the map this year asks patience of those in Appalachia, who should wait until around the 26th of October for peak color. Trees shed their leaves to prepare for winter, everyone knows that, but what makes some leaves turn yellow and others brown? The colors come from phytonutrients and vary from species to species. Leaves are green during summer due to the constant creation of chlorophyll, without which there would be autumn colors year-round.
I mean, those kind of colors year-round, I'm not saying I'd hate it, but I do kind of like my green.
Yeah, I do too. And it actually reminds me of, there's like a guy, Angry Sal or something like that. Have you ever seen his videos?
No, but
It's like kind of a thing.
It's possible I have, and I just don't recognize it.
He has like an insult that he said one time that I really like, and I know this is a good news program.
You can't repeat it, can you?
No, this is okay. He's like, there's a tree out there that's taking care of all the oxygen that you're wasting. You should go there and apologize.
Ow. Ooh.
And I think it's pretty funny. I like that one.
Ow.
Okay. Yellow leaves are flush with flavonols, an antioxidant in humans, and something present in all leaves, but which can't make the yellow hue until chlorophyll production ceases. Red leaves are expressing their anthocyanin content. Think grape leaves, just like our bodies, and anthocyanins, cyanians. Protect the leaf from damage. Leaves with a lot of beta carotenes absorb blue and green photons and reflect them as yellow and reds, making them seem orange to our eyes. And here is a link to the website if you like to look at that, smokymountains.com/fall-foliage-map.
/
Yeah, there you go.
Very nice.
Very nice. There's a lot of things that I would go on a road trip for. I'm not sure looking at colored leaves would be one of them.
I'm going on the offensive road trip. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a road trip. I think it's in the UK, and it's a road trip to visit every place in the UK with an offensive name.
Wow.
And there's some...
Wait, and you're planning on going there?
Oh, yeah. The boys are taking a trip.
The boys are taking a trip.
The boys are taking a trip. So here's the plan. Here's what the boys want to do, right? This is the boys' grand plan. Is do this trip, come back, and recuperate for a month. Just get back in the flow of everything. Japan.
In time for some kind of convention, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it'll be next year. Well, next year is when they want to go because next year is the Tokyo Game Show, and
Yeah.
I love the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to Alien Conglomeration. Thank you for coming. I'm wondering if you're related to Alien Gathering, which has been here for quite some time. We really
And if you
appreciate.
get enough people at a gathering, it turns into a conglomeration.
I feel like on the users, we had a bunch of salves or something in there,
yes,
and clearly they were all related.
clearly.
Clearly they were
Clearly.
all related. Especially when they had some sort of a sibling rivalry going on there at some point.
Yeah, that was something.
So I'm thinking that maybe it was a thing. If everything works out, we're going to actually be switching back to Thursdays, right? Going forward.
We will have to see about that one.
I feel like we started on Thursdays, shifted to Tuesdays.
We started on Thursdays, shifted to Tuesdays because originally we had all 3 shows running Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
But now it's just this show's the one that's left. And then we switched this show to Tuesdays because it was the easiest to do. But now, since the work schedule keeps changing, now I have to figure out when we can do this show.
Yeah. Do you know next week yet?
Monday through the schedule that I told you, Monday through Friday.
Oh, so maybe Saturday?
Maybe Saturday. We might have to shift to a weekend show.
Or maybe later. We might do later on Thursday.
I mean, yeah, because I got to talk to you about this after the show.
Yeah. We might do it later next week on Thursday, or we might do it on a weekend. Just kind of check in on us. We appreciate you guys coming.
Yes.
Please let us know. Send us some stuff if you're looking to, if you come across any good news. And we will see you hopefully next week. Have a
Have
great
a
night.
good one.